How to do intermittent fasting for serious weight loss. What if the secret to losing weight isn't about what you eat, but when you eat it? Intermittent fasting has transformed thousands of lives, helping people shed stubborn pounds that years of dieting couldn't touch. But there's a crucial difference between those who see dramatic results and those who fail. By the end of this video, you'll discover the one counterintuitive mistake that sabotages most intermittent fasting attempts, and the simple shift that could finally unlock your body's true fat-burning potential. Heard of keto intermittent fasting, but unsure how it helps you lose weight, or how to do it without feeling miserably hungry? I've got you covered. I'll explain why it works so well, and how you can transition through the different stages to unlock the full power for weight loss, so you can shed those unwanted pounds without counting calories or other dieting gimmicks. Let's dive in. In this video, intermittent fasting isn't a diet. Why intermittent fasting works so well. Keto intermittent fasting helps you lose weight by healing a major health condition. How to successfully intermittent fast. Adapting to intermittent fasting takes some time, but it's worth it. The proper way to do keto intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting isn't a diet. Intermittent fasting, IF, is a tool, not a diet plan. You're not told what to eat. Intermittent fasting isn't about cutting calories to lose weight. It simply changes when you do and don't eat. It sounds simple, but many people wonder if it works. They think fasting means starving themselves and feeling miserable, like you're going to grit your teeth to try to get through it. It's not like that at all, though. When you intermittent fast the way I explain, you gradually transition from your current eating pattern through a few stages that boost your fat-burning ability even higher. Without feeling miserably hungry, you're able to successfully adopt one of the most powerful weight loss tools there is. Let's take a look. Why intermittent fasting works so well? If you're like many people, you're probably wondering why on earth you'd consider keto intermittent fasting in the first place. Well, it's because it's one of the most, if not the most, important factors in weight loss. Here's why. Intermittent fasting for weight loss influences two powerful hormones in your body. One is the human growth hormone, HGH, which is anti-aging as well as the most influential fat-burning hormone to protect your muscles, build lean body mass, and lose stored fat. It exponentially boosts your production of human growth hormone, especially the longer you fast. What makes this so remarkable is that HGH is typically very difficult to increase naturally. Most people experience declining HGH levels as they age, which contributes to increased body fat, decreased muscle mass, and reduced energy levels. With intermittent fasting, you're essentially hacking your body's natural systems to produce more of this valuable hormone without medication or supplements. The other hormone is insulin, which tells your body to store fat. You don't want this. Insulin is such a dominant hormone for preventing fat loss and blocking the human growth hormone. In other words, insulin is a hormone that makes you fat. It's why you have belly fat, also known as a gut. If you see someone with a fat gut, they probably have too much insulin. In the presence of insulin, you can't lose weight. When insulin levels are elevated, your body is essentially locked in storage mode rather than burning mode. Even if you're eating fewer calories, high insulin levels can prevent your body from accessing your fat stores for energy. This explains why many people hit frustrating weight loss plateaus despite restricting their food intake. Keto intermittent fasting helps you lose weight by healing a major health condition. So, how does keto intermittent fasting help you lose weight? It can heal insulin resistance, which is when your pancreas pumps out more insulin than you need, about 5 to 7 times more. Insulin has many functions, such as allowing your cells to take in sugar from your blood to increase energy levels. When your levels are normal, your body is regulating blood sugar as it should, and your weight stays within a healthy range. But too much insulin causes all kinds of problems. When you have too much insulin, your cells start blocking it, but your body doesn't get the cell's message. It's like talking to your child when they have their fingers plugged into their ears. You're going to increase your volume because they're ignoring you. There's no two-way communication. When your pancreas doesn't get the message to stop making insulin, it thinks more is needed, so it keeps sending out more. This results in insulin resistance, where you have high insulin levels throughout your body, except for within the cells that need it. Their insulin levels are too low, and they don't get the fuel for the energy they need. This creates a vicious cycle that's incredibly difficult to break through conventional dieting approaches. Your cells are literally starving for glucose despite having plenty available in the bloodstream. This triggers hunger signals, cravings, especially for carbs, and decreased energy, all while your body continues storing more fat. Remember I mentioned you can't lose weight in the presence of high insulin? Insulin resistance is the reason why. You'll be in a pre-diabetic state, and you're at risk for obesity, heart disease, and cancer. The consequences of chronic insulin resistance extend far beyond just weight gain. Research has linked this condition to increased inflammation throughout the body, higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes, greater likelihood of cardiovascular disease, potential connections to certain types of cancer, accelerated aging processes, cognitive decline, and increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. This is precisely why addressing insulin resistance is so critical, not just for weight loss, but for your overall health and longevity. Intermittent fasting, especially when combined with a ketogenic diet, creates the perfect metabolic environment to reverse this condition. Okay, I get it, but how do I do intermittent fasting? I'll explain. How to successfully intermittent fast. What I recommend is to start where you are in terms of how often you're eating each day. Then gradually decrease the frequency of your meals in your ketogenic diet meal plan. So you progress from not intermittent fasting at all to a keto intermittent fasting lifestyle that puts you into serious fat burning mode. Ready? Step 1. Let's say you eat 3 or 6 meals per day now, 3 full meals and 3 snacks. Hormonally speaking, every time you eat, you spike your insulin to a greater or lesser degree. That's every time you eat anything, whether carbohydrates, protein, or fat. Of course, carbohydrate intake spikes your insulin far more dramatically than does protein or fat. Regardless, when you eat all day long, you continually spike your insulin. Your body isn't designed to graze all day with its resultant insulin spikes, which is a major reason why you develop insulin resistance. This constant insulin presence creates a metabolic environment where your body never gets the chance to access your fat stores for energy. You're essentially trapped in a cycle of burning the food you just ate, rather than tapping into your stored body fat. Thus, the first step in combining keto and intermittent fasting is to reduce your meal frequency to 3 meals per day and eliminate your snacking. Seriously, there should be no snacking in your high-fat diet. I know you're feeling a little panicked that you'll be ravenously hungry, but your ability to go from one meal to the next without feeling hungry or without cravings involves eating more healthy fats such as coconut oil, grass-fed butter, or olive oil. I promise, when you increase your intake of healthy fats in following the standard keto diet, you are able to go for longer periods without feeling hungry. Fat is incredibly satiating and doesn't trigger insulin the way carbohydrates do. By increasing healthy fats in your diet, you're providing your body with stable, long-lasting energy that prevents those blood sugar crashes that lead to intense hunger and cravings. Here are some ways to incorporate more healthy fats into your meals. Add avocado to your meals. Use full-fat coconut milk in smoothies or coffee. Cook with ghee, coconut oil or olive oil. Include fatty cuts of grass-fed meat. Add MCT oil to beverages. Enjoy nuts and seeds in moderation. Include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel regularly. Properly implemented, this first step alone can lead to significant improvements in energy levels and modest weight loss for many people. But we're just getting started. Step 2. Once you drop down to 3 meals per day in your keto meal plan, and you're not hungry in between meals, you're ready to take your fat burning to the next level. This means you eat your meals within an 8-hour window and then fast for 16 hours. This pattern is often referred to as 16-8. During the 16-hour fasting window, your insulin levels have time to drop significantly, allowing your body to shift from glucose metabolism to fat metabolism. This is where the magic happens. Your body begins to efficiently access your fat stores for energy. How you transition into this 8-hour window is pretty simple. After you get up in the morning, wait until you're hungry to eat. Ideally, you easily go 4 hours after waking until you're hungry and get the hunger signal from your body to eat. For example, let's say you get up at 6 a.m. and don't eat until 10 a.m. Your last meal of the day, dinner, would be 6 p.m. since it's 8 hours from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. See how this is substantially different from eating your 3 meals spread out over a much longer period of time. When you compress your eating into fewer hours, you give yourself more hours of uninterrupted fasting on keto, and a lot of the fast is done while you sleep, making it even easier to fast. Yes, you get a little bit of benefit of keto intermittent fasting in between your meals, but not as much as when you get 16 hours straight without food. During this extended fasting period, several beneficial processes occur. Autophagy, cellular cleanup and regeneration, begins to increase. Growth hormone levels rise significantly. Insulin sensitivity improves. Fat oxidation increases. Inflammatory markers decrease. Mental clarity often improves. Many people find that the 16-8 method is sustainable long-term and provides significant health benefits while still allowing for social flexibility. You can adjust your eating window to accommodate your schedule. Some prefer eating earlier in the day, 7 a.m., 3 p.m., while others prefer later, noon, 8 p.m. Step 3. Once you get to 16.8 intermittent fasting to lose weight and are comfortable with it, you're ready for the next level of even more serious weight loss. I want you to increase your fasting window to 20 hours per day and compress your eating window to 4 hours while eating just 2 meals instead of 3. Practically speaking, this means eating your first meal at 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. Your second or final meal is at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. This pattern is also called 20-4. This approach, sometimes referred to as the warrior diet, maximizes all the benefits we've discussed so far. The extended 20-hour fasting period allows for maximum fat adaptation, significant autophagy, deeper ketosis, greater metabolic flexibility, optimized hormone levels. You get 20 hours of serious fat burning with an exponential increase in human growth hormone and a serious decline in your insulin levels to help heal insulin resistance and unlock your fat burning. If you were to add high-intensity interval training, known as HIIT, that's the icing on the cake, so to speak. Just don't eat it or the cake. With this, your weight loss kicks into top gear. The combination of extended fasting with HIIT exercise creates a powerful synergistic effect. The exercise depletes muscle glycogen stores more completely, further enhancing insulin sensitivity. Meanwhile, the elevated growth hormone from both fasting and HIIT helps preserve lean muscle mass during fat loss, something that traditional calorie-restricted diets often fail to accomplish. Adapting to keto intermittent fasting takes some time, but it's worth it. It takes some time to transition from step to step when you first start keto intermittent fasting. If dieting has damaged your metabolism, you have to be patient. Take the time you need to be successful in your keto lifestyle and intermittent fasting. It can take several weeks to transition to 16.8 and several months to comfortably transition to 20.4. During this adaptation period, you might experience some temporary side effects as your body adjusts to its new metabolic state. These can include initial hunger, which gradually diminishes, headaches or irritability, slight energy fluctuations, cravings, especially for carbohydrates, digestive changes. All of these symptoms are completely normal and temporary as your body learns to efficiently access your fat stores for energy. The key is to stay hydrated, ensure adequate electrolyte intake, sodium, potassium, magnesium, and give yourself time to adapt. Take heart in knowing that you're helping your body burn fat for energy and training it to reap the incredible rewards of raising human growth hormone levels and lowering insulin levels through keto intermittent fasting. What are you waiting for? You can start right away to shed the weight you want to lose. Just follow these steps to experience the benefits of intermittent fasting for weight loss. Before you go, I'd love to continue supporting you on your health journey. Please take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I share weekly fasting tips, keto recipes, and motivation to keep you on track. Don't forget to like and comment on the videos. I love hearing about your progress and answering your questions directly. Do you have questions about keto intermittent fasting and weight loss? Ask us in the comments section below.